Star Wars Celebration last month opened up with our first look at the upcoming Ahsoka series, giving fans worldwide a brand new trailer for the Disney Plus series coming this summer. The following day, fans in attendance at the Ahsoka panel were treated to an exclusive version of the trailer that featured multiple differences compared to the one released for the public. I know this is a bit late, but I was able to find a recording of the trailer online, so here are all the differences between the two versions. Both versions start out with Ahsoka on the same looking planet, with pillars full of patterns and markings spread out. However, the panel-exclusive version starts with Ahsoka under a piece of stone, maybe an entrance to the cave, and then she's in the same underground chamber, just standing off to the side. The voiceover from Ahsoka is the same in both versions. The exclusive version then has the behind-the-back Thrawn clip, which is included in both trailers, just at different points. The next part of the trailer is both the same, showing Sabine, Ahsoka, Hera, and Chopper, all during a voiceover from Baylan Skoll. The big difference comes later on, when the public version gives fans a look back at Morgan Elsbeth, who first appeared in the Ahsoka episode of The Mandalorian Season 2. However, in the Star Wars Celebration exclusive version of the Ahsoka trailer, fans present were able to see our first good look at Lars Mikkelsen as Grand Admiral Thrawn. The ramp extends from what I assume is his shuttle, and the blue-skinned Chiss in his white Imperial attire is shown from the shoulders up. Sabine Wren also has a larger presence in the exclusive version of this trailer, as we can see her with Ezra's green-bladed lightsaber, which she has held on to ever since his disappearance at the end of Star Wars Rebels. She ignites it and duels Shin Hati. Another difference in the trailers has to do with the short clip of space action, which in the public version includes Shin Hati in the cockpit locked in combat with the Jedi T6 shuttle. However, in the Celebration exclusive version, it shows the masked Inquisitor figure in the same style of cockpit. The clothing and armor is still different, so it's still possible that these two are separate characters, but them having the same ship likely means that they are at least working for the same person, if they aren't both Shin Hati in different costumes. One of the things that the exclusive version lacks is the cards that read Warrior, Outcast, Rebel, and Jedi. Rather, we see Shin Hati and Sabine both wielding lightsabers as they are engaged in combat, Ahsoka chasing after the masked Inquisitor figure on the same planet, as the ship fires at her from the sky. Another look at Sabine in a location hard to make out, her touching Ezra's face on the Lothal mural, which is a live-action recreation of the Rebels epilogue, and then Sabine again on a purple and gold speeder bike, which is likely a custom paint designed by herself, speeding down the long highway on Lothal before she skids under what appears to be an E-wing. There's also a figure running away from the ship, but it's too quick to be able to make out the individual. And then lastly, as the trailer comes to a close after the Ahsoka title card spreads across the screen, there's a short moment of Ahsoka and Sabine, who appears to have shorter hair here, in the Jedi T6 shuttle coming across Purrgil in a planet's atmosphere. Overall, the big difference between the two trailers is how much more Sabine is included in the Star Wars Celebration version. Whether there was any doubt or not, it does seem like she will have just as big of a role as Ahsoka in this series. It is the Ahsoka series, but the two characters will likely be together for much of the story, as they search for Ezra. We don't know where exactly Thrawn is in this short look at him, but Ezra is bound to show up wherever Thrawn does. Because of how some of these clips appear, like Sabine with the shorter hair in the final clip with the Purrgil, which I assume takes place immediately after the Rebels epilogue, I feel like this series is going to end up jumping around a lot in time. We don't know when exactly the Rebels epilogue takes place in relation to the rest of the series and Ahsoka's appearance in The Mandalorian, but there are a lot of gaps in her story that I expect to be filled in this series. Like how she found her way off of Malachor after she was saved by Ezra using the World Between Worlds. And then after that, she either ends up on Lothal or on Corvus, which then eventually leads to the other. And at some point in all that, she meets Luke. I doubt we get all of this included in just 8 episodes, but I think learning how she got off of Malachor, and then the order of what comes first, Lothal or Corvus, those are important enough to the character's story to be hopefully included in this series. Let me know how excited you are for this series in the comments below. Remember to like the video, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, and check out all of my other coverage of Star Wars Celebration. Thank you all for watching, and remember, the Force will be with you, always.